Down memory lane.
When you're clean and sober and really in love with the music and the inspiration and the heroes that bring it to you, I am able to sponge that and absorb that.
And gives us a few surprise performances. Plus, it's the interview with my good friend Anthony Scaramucci you didn't see.
I'm always here for you, man. Even when you run over me with the steamroller, I'm always here for you. You were the first guy to put me on TV. You're the problem.
That's right now on our America This Week United We Stand holiday special. Welcome to a special holiday edition of America This Week United We Stand. We hope you're enjoying a day off from work and even possibly time with your friends and family, COVID-19 precautions and all. We all deserve a little downtime right now, especially given just how chaotic 2020 has been. I know someone who's an expert at using that downtime wisely. Welcome back to the show, the Motor City Madman himself and good friend of mine, none other than Ted Nugent. Nuge, what's up, my friend?
Eric, happy holidays to everyone. You know, in the Nugent camp, whether it's rock and roll season, hunting season, or political season, which, by the way, happens 365, 24/7 in the Nugent household, I am your holiday celebration daddy. And during the craziness of 2020, your dear old Uncle Ted will provide you a positive spirit sanctuary from all the stupidity that we've been bludgeoned with all year. Happy holidays to you, Eric.
Yeah. When they say, who's your daddy, bowling, I say, Ted Nugent's my daddy. I grew up listening to you. That's what I want to do. I want to start with this. I grew up listening to your music, Ted. I'm a rock and roll fanatic. Stranglehold. It's almost an anthem to me. It brings tears in my eyes listening to Stranglehold at times. Tell us about those early days of rock and roll. What got you started? What was it like?
Well, Eric, I might be the luckiest guy you'll ever have a dialogue with because I was born in 1948 in Detroit when it was considered globally the arsenal of democracy, the work ethic, the drive to be the best that you can be, to guarantee productivity for your family, your neighborhood, your country, and to be in the asset column. The spirit was absolutely as positive and wonderful as we celebrated the defeat of the evil Japanese and Nazi punks. And the work ethic that was instilled in me went right to the inspiration from Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley and Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis, who had invented this outrageous, insane, intense sound and music and throttle and groove and grind, and most importantly, defiance. So I started playing guitar immediately before there was a British invasion, which actually brought the black, soulful musical authority of the American artists back to America. But I was already inspired by the Ventures and Lonnie Mack and Duane Eddy and certainly Elvis Presley and certainly Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. So I was baptized into an intensity of music appreciation and cravings that continue. Here it is, 72 years later, and I'm having more fun with my guitar than I ever have. So that spirit of work ethic and desire to pursue life, liberty, and happiness through my personal dream, which happens to be music, and the hunting lifestyle, the mystical flight of the samurai arrow, and the perfection of organic backstrap diet from God's natural pantry. So these are the confluence of outrageous rock and roll and the Native American bow hunting lifestyle. You know, you'd think
even back then, Ted? Even
back
then?
My dad was already a bow hunter when I was born, absolutely.
You know, I want to hear this. I love these documentaries on superstar musicians. I'm thinking of Rocket Man, Elton John. And when their little kids are prodigy, were you a prodigy on the guitar when you were young?
Yeah, I started playing Joe Podorczyk, my guitar teacher from the Capitol School of Music on Grand River in Detroit in 1958. He and I still communicate all the time. We're still in touch. But that was that Motown, that black dynamic, that work ethic to create this serious, emotional, adventurous music. That's so imprinted on all of us. You go back to Bob Seger and the MC5 and certainly Grand Funk Railroad, and goes right to today with Kid Rock keeping it going. There's a real musical power in Detroit.
Yeah,
even
Detroit.
though I'm a Texan now.
Detroit. Yeah, Detroit's got massive musical history. And for those who don't know Ted, maybe you're young, you've come a long way, go just listen to Ted Nugent album. Back in the day it was an album, or Cat Scratch Fever. And I'm going to go back to this. Stranglehold. Tell me about Stranglehold. Who wrote? Did you write? Who wrote it? And man, that was for me. That was probably your best song ever.
Eric, are you ready? I mean, just think, Bo Diddley is... You get that grind going. Well, eventually I played that kind of stuff so much with Chuck Berry. You got that ka-ka-ka-ka-ka. Well, I translated it I mean, come on, Eric. How do you not dance? Middle fingers to that.
The hair on the back of my neck is standing up right now, Ted, because I'm thinking back to high school, just listening. If you listen to that ominous guitar just throughout, it's just fantastic. So
I got to tell you, you know, I don't write songs. I mean, this morning I did my chores. I cleaned a couple pheasants for dinner tonight. I wore off the dogs. I fixed a couple of fences, and I work outside with my hands. I get back to the primal scream, the primal goo. It's on my boots right now. So when I pick up the guitar, I'm so connected to God's miraculous, life-giving creation that I don't write songs. These grinds and these primal noises come out of my hands, and it's been going on like that for 65 years, Eric. So I'm so proud that I authored all these masterpieces, but I literally channeled God's spirit as a farmer, a rancher, a hunter, a conservationist. I plant thousands of trees every year, so my hands deliver a little bit more fiber than your average guitar player's hands. So there's a real connection.
Can those hands deliver like a couple of riffs of Cat Scratch Fever?
Are you kidding me? What a sexy damn song that is. I mean, again, so all songs come from honky tonk. Let's spend the night together. It all's derivative. It's all honky tonk. Well, I just added a bunch of more strings to it, and I went... I mean, you think the hair on the back of your neck is standing up. You don't want to know where the hair is standing up on me right now.
Ted, stay right there. We're going to come right back with more Ted Nugent.
Your hustle looks different these days. One thing you can count on is University of Maryland Global Campus. We've been a pioneer in online learning for more than 20 years, offering an affordable, accredited education, courses available 100% online, and no-cost digital course materials. You're made of hustle, and UMGC is made for you and here for you. Apply now at umgc.edu.
This coronavirus surge requires additional American resolve. Wear a mask, save lives. Social distance fights transmission. Wash your hands, avoid the disease. Together, let's make the sacrifice to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Your neighbor needs you, each person, each time.
We stand America.
United we stand.
We stand America.
United we stand.
Welcome back to our holiday special, America This Week, United We Stand. We've been having a lot of fun with rock icon Ted Nugent, and there he is right there. Awesome. Ted, thanks for playing us into the show out of the break. Ted, you obviously love what you do, and they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Were there any down times? Were there tough times? I don't know your past. I don't know if there was any drug issues or anything like that, but were there any of the dark days of Ted Nugent, or are you just always so upbeat?
Well, it's always upbeat. And of course, I live on planet Earth with my fellow humans, so there's always going to be good, bad, and ugly. And sure, there's been some heartbreaking times, but fortunately, Eric, and I keep emphasizing the discipline of the archery and the bow hunting lifestyle, the connection with God's miraculous, renewable creation that feeds my family, the clothing, the tools, the medicine, the homes, the weapons. It all comes from God's pantry. And that guided me to remain clean and sober my entire life. I've never messed with drugs or alcohol or tobacco or stupid food. As a hunter, you have to be cocked, locked, and ready to rock the Glock, Doc, to get close to a deer with a sharp stick. So that guided me to avoid the lie, the nonsense of peer pressure. But the heartbreak came from my dear friends and heroes and musical inspirations that decided to do this thing they called a party, which including puking and drooling and dying. I mean, I never understood the idea of being comfortably numb, because it's actually uncomfortably dumb. So being clean and sober, I think my heartbreak at witnessing my friends and my heroes indulge in the poisons and the chemicals and die, those are dark times. But I was able to surround myself with such wonderful virtuosos. Even to this day, Greg Smith on bass and Jason Hartless on drums. I got the greatest rhythm section a guitar player could ever dream of, and John Kutz and Johnny Big down in Texas. So I've always optimized quality of life, and that starts with being clean and sober. Case closed.
What was your highlight? Who's your music crush, let's just say? Who are you thrilled to meet as a musician?
Well, Eric, can you see the smile on my face and my hunting beard here? I'm almost like Santa Claus. Eric, I played bass guitar for Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley. Are you kidding me? I've jammed with the greatest musicians in the world, from Eddie Van Halen to Billy Gibbons to Rick Derringer to Jimi Hendrix, and just the greatest musicians that ever lived. So that inspiration, especially being clean and sober, I jammed with B.B. King. And when you're clean and sober and really in love with the music and the inspiration and the heroes that bring it to you, I am able to sponge that and absorb that and file that in my arsenal of musical statements and experiments and dreams and sounds. So there's been down times, but I've always forced myself to maximize the positive. And if you met my band, my crew, my management, my family, my incredible wife, my dogs, Eric, you're my friend. You're a positive guy. I've surrounded myself with great, great positive people.
You know, can we just, can I do this? Because we're sprinkling some music in throughout. I love it. Keep that guitar right there, Ted. One of my favorite all times. And not one of the ones everyone always heard on the radio, but ones that I just, Snakeskin Cowboys. Give us
what a great lick. Love these songs. Good choice, Eric.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, Ted. So tell us a little bit about, you know, you're on the road, and there's got to be a lot coming at you. It's got to be, like you said, you know, sex and drugs and rock and roll hitting you front and center. Tough to push away from some of that stuff at times, I guess.
Well, not only was it tough to push away from the sex, but I made sure that I didn't. I really, really love sex. Sex is a great inspirational tool for the spirit and the mind, the body, and the soul. But the drugs ruined all that. I watched it. Luckily, I was able to watch the people jump off that cliff that they thought was a party, and everybody's lives were ruined when they jumped off the cliff. Even though they tried to convince me it was a party, I went, you know, your party is causing ruined lives, you're breaking people's hearts, and you're dying. So I'm not jumping off your stupid cliff. But the energy level, the beautiful women. Have you seen my wife, Shemaine?
You know, you know what, Ted?
She's a Motown song called "Shop Around." Right?
I know Shemaine. I know Shemaine for a long time, since we first met, maybe, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years ago. And she's a beautiful woman inside and out. You're a very, very lucky man. Great family. I want to get to some of the things going on in the country in the next segment. But just before we go, you know, when you play the Star Spangled Banner,
oh,
when you play it, It means so much to so many people. What does it mean to you?
Well, you know, thank God we're celebrating Thanksgiving. I celebrate it every day, Eric, literally, because I was born in America. That was just a roll of the dice, just luck of the draw. There's only one experiment in self-government. There's only one Constitution. There's only one Bill of Rights. There's only one Declaration of Independence and individual rights from God that are documented by our founding fathers in these sacred documents. And I spend so much time, you probably see I hang out with a lot of military and law enforcement. I just shared a campfire with some great heroes of the U.S. Marine Corps on the birthday of the Marines. And we had some Navy SEALs. We had some Delta Force guys. Am I the luckiest guy in the world? And I've saluted so many flag-draped coffins being invited into those personal lives of these heroes as they say goodbye to their brothers and their sisters, their loved ones. And the pain and the heartbreak and the tears flow because they charged into that life-destroying fire for our freedom, for their oath to the Constitution. So when I play the Star-Spangled Banner, I mean every lyric, every melody, every note, every emotion, every defiant gesture. We are a defiant nation. We are a defiant species. And that's why right now what's going on in this country with the glaring criminality and abuse of power and the Marxism. I mean, come on, the Democrats are now promoting Marxism. And it's just indecent. And when you spend time with the heroes of the military and law enforcement, and as a cop myself for almost 40 years, I take that oath to the Constitution. Those words mean something to us. So I'm very angry at the criminality in our government right now.
All right, you know, it's a deep tease because I'm going to try and talk Ted Nugent into playing a couple riffs of the banner as we come back from break. And I want to point out, I wear that flag every day I'm on television. I wear that. And this one happens to honor cops and military. It's got a thin blue line in there. We'll be right back with more Ted Nugent.
It's easy to cover the news. We work hard to uncover it, asking tough questions, getting results.
The state handed over thousands of dollars.
Being on your side is more than a slogan.
It's who we are and what we do. We're 7 on your side.
Make wishes come true for local kids and donate to ABC7's Toys for Tots Drive.
Safely pop your trunk with a new unwrapped toy here at the Iwo Jima Memorial, December 5th.
For details or to donate online, go to WJLA.com/toys.
The St. John Paul II National Shrine provides hope to all seeking spiritual growth. Visit us virtually to learn more about our great patron, live stream Mass, and access exclusive content. While an in-person visit may not be currently possible, we are pleased to bring the shrine to you. Visit us today at www.jp2shrine.org/YouTube.
At Eastern's Automotive Group, safety is our priority. Use our online express storefront to shop our virtual showroom. We offer home test drives and home delivery to serve you and your family. We urge everyone to stay safe and thank you from the Eastern's family.
When Stormwatch 7 goes on weather alert, you know dangerous weather is coming.
Weather alert right now.
On your side, alerting you on any screen to dangerous, unpredictable conditions.
Before severe weather hits, Stormwatch 7 is on weather alert and on your side.
United we stand, we never fall. This perilous fight, it takes one and all. Everyone stands, American strong. Strength by one equals strength by all. American values, American pride. Your neighbor needs you, each person, each time.
We stand America.
United we stand.
We stand America.
United we stand.
On this special holiday edition of America This Week, United We Stand, I've been chatting with the Motor City Madman, Ted Nugent. Ted, I love hearing that Star-Spangled Banner. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the country. I only have a couple minutes left in this amazing show. Glad you're here. You see them kneeling when that song is being played. You see them disrespecting the flag that's on my chest and probably on your arm. What does that do to Ted Nugent?
Well, it makes me identify those people as being real soulless, real stupid. They don't even know what they're doing. I mean, they claim that somebody's hands were up and they got shot. That's a lie. I know the situation. I've studied those situations. Nobody's hands were up and nobody got shot. So the entire premise of that so-called protest is based on a lie. And they can't be that stupid. They know it's a lie. They're just liars. So when you see someone disrespecting our flag, they don't deserve any respect themselves, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
What's Ted Nugent's? What's your next gig? You know, you're a rocker. You love hunting. I know, as you said, you were a police officer for a while, or are. You going to run for office? You want to do some elected capacity?
You know, my responsibility is we the people, Eric. You've seen me exercise that with much aplomb over the years because I know that those elected employees are not elected officials. We are the electing officials. They are the elected employees. And more Americans are waking up, getting out of the self-inflicted curse of apathy, and we're demanding constitutional accountability. We see the fraud. We see the deceit. We see the outright criminality from the left. And I think the conservative families of America who are demanding God, family, country, and law and order, we are now waking up. The giant is waking up, and we're going to demand accountability. And I see it coming, Eric.
All right, well, here, just sprinkling a little bit more. Can we hear a little stormtrooping? Can we hear that?
Yes, what a great love song. All my songs are love songs. You know that, Eric? What a great love
There
How
you
do
go.
you not dance to my music?
It just brings back so many memories, Ted. I can't even explain how awesome that was. Ted, I got about 30 seconds left. You're really into this podcast, Spirit Campfire Podcast. Quickly, just sum it up for me.
Well, we celebrate the positive. We kind of represent with John Brankus. We do this global communication on Zoom where we provide a sanctuary away from the ugliness, the bad and the ugly. We maximize the good, but we take on important issues, difficult issues, controversial issues, but we stand for God, family, country, Constitution, 10 Commandments, Golden Rule, the Bill of Rights, law and order. So we're very controversial.
And there he is. It's Ted Nugent. Spirit Campfire is the podcast. I believe it's Monday nights at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Also, a couple of New York Times bestsellers in his repertoire. And if you don't know this, Ted Nugent is a very, very charitable man. Ted, we're going to say thank you so much for this holiday special. Got a little bit of rock and roll. I feel like we should have paid you a price for the ticket. Ted Nugent, everyone, thank you so much.
God bless America, Eric. God bless you and your family.
Great stuff. Great to the family. Best to the family, Ted. Never miss an episode of America This Week, United We Stand. Just set your DVR, go to facebook.com/America Bowling, all one word, to find out when we air in your city. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, so if you miss a show or want to re-watch an interview, you can see all of them right there.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. It's ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. My Giza sheets also include full 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Call or go online now to take advantage of Mike's Christmas special. Use your promo code, and for a limited time, when you buy one set of sheets, you'll get another set absolutely free. And Mike will extend his money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2021. Order from a variety of colors and solids and new flannel sheets. And don't forget to get your MyPillow gift card for the best Christmas gift ever. Order now.
America This Week, America's fastest growing political show, points out how rough and tumble politics shape opinion in every region in our country. We tell American stories, stories that touch our people, determine our politics, focus on the future of America.
I'm Eric Bowling. Join me for a fascinating look at America This Week. On election week this year, I spoke with former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci. Full disclosure, he and I are very good friends and had a friendly bet going over the election. We had a great discussion, but it's what you didn't see that was even better. So here's a little insight into how our relationship works. Fair warning, we had to do a lot of bleeps, and by the way, they're not from me. If you promise to give my sincere love and miss you to Chris. Chris Cassis is awesome.
Yeah, no, she's great. No, she loves you. She's great. Let me just ask her if I can get in my schedule. Yes.
It's 7:30
I'm always
ballpark.
here for you, man. Even when you run over me with the steamroller, I'm always here for you. You were the first guy to put me on TV. You're the problem.
It's my fault.
You didn't put,
it's my fault.
If you didn't put me on TV,
See what I
wouldn't
did?
have had this profile.
I gave you and you couldn't get on.
You president in 2009 by putting me on Happy Hour. It's your fault, Bowling.
Best show idea in the history of shows. Do a politics show from a bar in New York. Unbelievable.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I love coming on that show. You were great on that show. Yeah. All right, man. God bless. When are you writing your next book? I want to make sure I can promote it for you.
So, I don't know. Isn't it what you, I'm Italian, half Italian, so I can do this. Don't Italians do this when they say goodbye?
You're half Italian. I knew that from your book. But are you nuts?
What is this?
You would let Trump attack your wife on Twitter? You wouldn't even be allowed in your neighborhood.
I would punch him in the face when I saw him and then vote for him.
You would never
on
be allowed
3rd.
in. I can't punch him in the face. He's got Secret Service protection. You would never be allowed in your neighborhood if you let Trump attack your wife on Twitter. Who are you kidding? Stop equivocating with your nonsense and tell the truth. You would annihilate.
I'm telling you the truth.
You would annihilate. You would never take that. Ever.
I wouldn't take it, but I also would vote for the Republican. You know.
I voted. Let me tell you something. I voted my conscience, but I knocked him on it. I'm very happy about it, and hopefully I'll be right about this. And I love finest caviar from Russia. I just want to make sure you know that the finest
caviar. Okay.
Oh, by the way, you and I are going to go to Chick-fil-A. Okay, I don't need to go fancy.
I don't eat meat.
I love
brother.
you, man.
Don't eat meat.
I love
Goodbye.
you.
You too. Bye. I said there were a lot of bleeps. Shout out to the Mooch. You always make good TV, buddy. For your next move, I predict Dancing with the Stars. What do you think of that? Also, thanks to musician, outdoorsman, hunter, and activist Ted Nugent. Finally, thanks to all of our viewers out there. We hope you have a great night. See you next week, everyone.
Recovery Centers of America has thrown out the one-size-fits-all treatment model and created PRIZE, a unique program for people who have been in recovery but have relapsed. When entering treatment again, you don't need to start from step one. You've succeeded in the past and are determined to succeed again. Now isn't the time to give up. It's the time to try something new. Our master's level clinicians will identify the triggers and reasons behind your relapse and tackle them head on. We'll then focus on the areas of your recovery that need improvement while building off of the knowledge you've acquired previously in treatment. During your time here, you will be surrounded by peers who are also determined to make this their last time in treatment. Together, we can achieve lasting recovery. Call us now.
1-800-818-1533. Call today.
I'm exceptionally proud to be a University of Maryland Global Campus alumnus. Because it's a challenge I didn't think I could do.
The teachers, they hold you accountable, they push you, but in a good way.
I actually received a lot of offers once I graduated. Even though I already have a job, I still am receiving job offers.
No other university can compete with them when it comes to the online learning experience.
I am very proud to be a UMGC student. My grandmother actually attended UMGC. So I got to make her proud and graduate from her alma mater.
The ABC7 News app. Download it now.
For thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, humans have used the ocean.
Tim Shank is an oceanographer.
Every deep sea biology meeting we have is discussing deep sea mining.
The reason deep sea mining has become such a hot topic is because of what's down there. Billions, potentially trillions of dollars worth of so-called rare earth minerals.
The United States imports over 80% of its rare earth elements from
China.
This week, an emergency declaration you may not have heard about, and a Cold War-type race to the bottom of the earth.
There's more tax money going toward coronavirus relief than anything to compare it to.
That amount of money is typically going to have some amount of fraud.
The CARES Act gives $2.6 trillion tax dollars in emergency assistance, and there's more just waiting for Congress to pull the trigger.
If you can't look at every penny, how do you decide what to track?
That is the core issue.
Today, who's following the money and what they're finding? And the devolution of the news as we once knew it.
That report by the New York Times was not true.
Yeah, in the main, it was not true.
We take a moment for a preview of my new book, Slanted. Welcome to Full Measure. I'm Cheryl Atkinson. During the frenzy leading into the election, there was a national emergency declaration you may not have heard.